Welcome to the Voices of the LeanFeast.
All right, guys, welcome to our Voices of LeanFeast podcast. We have the crew here, Benny Cortez.
What up?
Luke Barnett.
Hello.
And we got Baker Law Dog Aldridge.
Whoop, whoop.
Let me get that whoop, whoop.
Them whistle tips.
Them whistle tips. This is our first episode. We're just going to kind of cover who we are and what role we play in this fantastic entrepreneurship of Feast Fighters / LeanFeast. So I'll go ahead and, you know what? I'll be the last one. Okay, we're going to start it off with Benny. Benny, what is your role in what we do on a day-to-day basis?
Well,
Please give your name and title.
Don't dead space, bro. This is
Well,
our first episode. There's no
yeah, I
dead
know.
space.
Well, where do I begin?
You know your title. Begin with that.
Your name is Albert Benjamin Cortez.
Totally. My name is Benny. I think most of our San Jose family knows me as just Benny from LeanFeast. But I've been with LeanFeast from almost the beginning. I am currently our executive trainer / co-founder / whatever is needed.
Multi-tool.
Swiss Army knife in store and out of store. And yeah, I think it's pretty much it.
All right. What about you, Luke Barnett?
So my name is Luke. What's my nickname?
Luke Dog.
Oh, I'm considered Markup Marcus.
Oh, yeah.
Luke Markup Marcus Barnett, because I like to mark everything up, make that money.
I don't know if we want to tell people that.
Yeah.
No, not really. So my role and responsibility within LeanFeast is I am the vice president and director of franchise operations. So I kind of help oversee the logistics of the franchise network. So we, myself and the rest of the team, travel all over the United States to meet with new franchisees and get them signed up, help them get their stores up and running, and make sure they operate a very successful business.
Boom. What's your name?
Baker Aldridge, a.k.a. Law Dog.
Law Dog.
Mainly Law Dog.
Where did you get the Law Dog?
Just over the last year in LeanFeast. I'm the man that makes sure y'all stay in line, you know. Someone's got to watch y'all.
That's very true.
Do you carry any kind of credentials to prove your legitimacy as a law dog?
Yeah, I carry a laser thermometer just to check temps on food with me everywhere I go.
I think he's got a
It's
law
pretty credentialed.
enforcement.
I ordered some stickers that clearly have a badge, Law Dog on
Who's
it.
got their email on?
That's you.
Ding. Was that me?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Man, see, someone's got to keep
How about a badge? Do you carry a badge of some sort?
just my presence is my badge. People
No, he's got the license plate on order, right?
Oh yeah,
it.
what's the name of your vehicle?
Oh, Law Force One.
Law Force One.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's kind of like when Rambo comes in. You don't have to know he's Rambo. It says itself.
John Rambo.
That's it. It says itself. You know, Law Dog is here.
Explains it.
That's it.
And what about that 8-point badge?
That's me. 8 point highest point you can go in LeanFeast. is
So
8 point.
normal point count would be 7, correct?
Correct. That's
Now, how did you achieve the 8th point?
just excellence, really. Lawness. People like Zane, they're 6 point.
Who's Zane?
They don't know Zane yet, but they will one day. Rook.
They'll bring him in.
Yeah, we'll bring Rook in one
Yeah.
day. He's on the bottom of the total.
Old
poll.
Poopsie.
Yeah.
Good old Poopsie.
He's a good guy. He's just, man, that Zane.
All right. How long you been with us?
Almost a year now, I guess.
Yeah.
I was
So?
here. I was actually with you, not working, but the day you got approved a franchise. So
That's
almost
it.
the beginning.
You were
I was
there.
there that day.
What were you doing?
Building a fence and a deck.
At my house.
It's like 180 degrees.
Slinging that wood.
He was cooking food for us, so you're a good guy.
I did it.
You're a
You
good
guys
guy.
didn't have to go out and eat at all.
We did not.
Who do we say you resemble? Logan Couture from the San Jose Sharks.
Yep.
He
that's
resembles
it.
me.
Just bigger eyes.
He resembles me.
Oh, he resembles you?
Get it right.
I think he's a little bit older than you. No?
He's playing Law Dog.
All right. Well, I'm Eric. They call me El Hef. And, I've been around since day one, but I couldn't do it without these three guys right here. So there's a lot more people to our team. Obviously, we have a store in San Jose, California. We got a store out here in Conway, Arkansas. And there's a lot of people that are part of this team. There's a lot of people that contribute to a lot of it, not to mention all of our wives, girlfriends, etc. They play a huge role. Man, someone turn that off.
Busy man.
Anyways, a lot of those ladies play a huge role in what we do. We also have 2 more executives to our staff that is based out in California. They are the directors of our media. What do you call that?
Feast Fighters Media Group.
I knew the name, but what's the division, I guess you can call it? It's a media division of what we've created, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Social media management, content management,
Okay.
all management.
They're the managers?
Yeah, the managers.
The managers?
Team leaders.
They manage everything everybody sees on the internet.
There you go.
Yeah.
They're the managers of everything you see on the internet that comes from LeanFeast.
Content managers.
They put out who we are.
That's it. Without them, we wouldn't build our what?
Empire.
And
Network.
Connections.
Brand.
Boom.
Personal relationships.
I'm glad we're all on the same level.
Oh, let's just keep going.
Same playing field, same level. Mines are the same. That's it. So
That's right.
now that we know kind of what we are and what we're doing, we also know the roles of what we play. I'm obviously in the day-to-day business. Luke's in the day-to-day business. Baker right now is, excuse me, Law Dog
That's it.
is running our Conway store right now, but he's going to make his way over to the big leagues here very, very soon. And then we have Benny that's he manages along with me the San Jose store, but also a lot of other stuff on his plate out here in the headquarters. So
We are the backbones of whatever any of our franchises need help with.
So people think that we're just a meal prep company, right? And I think that's a huge misconception when it comes to what we actually are. A lot of you have probably seen on Instagram that it's not just a food place, right? Benny, what would you classify us as if we're saying that we're not just a food establishment?
Well, our grassroots is being a meal prep company, but thanks to getting a storefront and having it explode in front of our very eyes, it's opened up endless doors. Nobody nationally has really come close to what we've done with a restaurant and meal prep at the same time. And our roots are, a clean eatery / meal prep company, whereas people can come in and get food on the spot. All of it's cold like you would find at a meal prep company, except for we've set the bar, I think, for what is potentially the new norm with eateries and meal prep. And I think we've done a really good job of growing from there and exploring, countless ventures that will soon be made public, whether it's in a retail store near you or an actual eatery coming near you. So there's just a ton to us, from the media to basically being our own network of what's required and what you would see from like a big company, a big like food chain, as far as like a restaurant chain. We've done our own version of that.
So would you say we're obviously just not just a meal prep company or a clean eating restaurant? Luke, can you kind of tell everybody what branches we've created, what divisions we've created since being out here in Conway in our headquarters?
Yeah, so I think to sum it up, we are kind of a total package. It's not just a restaurant. I would say we're more of an experience, and by experience mean we have several different divisions of our company to bring a plethora of options, not only to our customers but our franchisees. For example, one of the divisions of the company we formed was Feast Fighter Flavor Company. which is something that we put together to be able to offer all of our new dry seasonings, all of our sauces. We're going to do bottled sauces, both bulk and in retail form. We'll also do the same thing with our seasonings and spices. Another division of the company we formed was Feast Fighters Distribution. So that company is responsible for distributing all of our branded apparel, LeanFeast branded apparel, out to our franchise network so that we can get our brand into the hands of our franchisees to be able to sell locally in their stores. Another group we formed was Feast Fighters Merchant Processing. It's one of the benefits that we bring to our franchise network to allow our franchisees to operate their business and provide credit card transactions at a much better rate for themselves and for their customers. So that's something that we worked really hard on to be able to offer. We're very proud of it, and we're excited that it's saving our franchisees a lot of money. What else am I forgetting?
I think as a whole, what we've worked on and created and divisions that we've created were inspired by Eric and I, but mainly Eric as far as when he made all the decisions in store. It is divisions that we either had to outsource from somebody or somebody wasn't holding up their end of the bargain from a partnership or a company that we worked with. So because of Eric, growing us and learning what we could take on and what we could do, what we essentially did is we've made it so a franchisee wouldn't have to go through the leaps and hurdles that we had to overcome to do and conduct day-to-day business. I think, in a nutshell, is what we've ultimately done.
All right. So you covered Feast Fighters Media. Did you cover Feast Fighters Media?
No, that was one I think I forgot. Feast Fighters Media is a group that we put together, and it's a group of 5 of us, and we're kind of responsible for assisting our franchise network with content for their social media management. So basically everything that you see on social media platforms, whether it's Instagram or Facebook, is something that's being created in-house by our LeanFeast / Feast Fighters team. We're really, really proud of our content that we've produced. It's very catching. It's very engaging. So that's something that we're able to provide to the network on a mass scale through a social media management platform. And so basically everything that you're seeing, whether it's LeanFeast Dublin, LeanFeast San Jose, LeanFeast Madison, so on and so forth, everything that you're seeing coming out of there is all created in-house. And it's something we just feel passionately about. We feel that who better to assist with social media management and content than the people that created the brand. So, it's kind of like one of those things that we might know best, and we produce the best content. There's nobody that could do it better than us.
I think when it comes to, and I'm pretty sure all 3 of you guys can agree, but I think when it comes to a whole package in what we offer, you have, let's just take, I don't want to say any names, but there's a certain protein bar out there, and that protein bar used to be really, really good in flavor. They've kind of dumbed it down a little bit, but their branding is absolutely amazing. I mean, it's $1 million brand. Unfortunately, it comes to the point where your brand is super high, your brand recognition is super high, but your content, your actual products are kind of on the lower scale. And I honestly feel with what we're doing, our content is very high, and I think our product speaks for itself. It's quality product. And it's convenient for everybody. So when you mix the two together, you really have that complete package. Obviously all 4 of us standing here, plus Ernie and Shannon, which are media guys, they're going to tell you that anything less than perfect is not okay for the brand that we're trying to promote, right?
I think anybody that knows us, that has come into contact with us, understands that.
We put very passionate people in positions here. I think it's a big deal. I've been in a lot of companies that you don't really have that passion, and like you meet like you come in here day one and you're expecting just to meet someone that has no idea about the company, no care, no worth, no value to it really, and no passion into it. And with this company, whether you're a franchisee or just an employee at corporate or at our local store, you become part of a family. And I think that's what I liked about LeanFeast the most is it's not the fact of like, you know, I don't want to knock a business, but you go in a fast food restaurant, most of those people could care less about if that building burned down that night.
Right.
You know, could care less if that chicken was on the floor. And
They're looking
this
forward
company,
to, I got tomorrow off. I got the next week off. And with us.
Everybody's about the company, man. Like, I mean, I talk to these guys. It doesn't matter what time of the night it is. It's like, it's always LeanFeast at every time of the night.
Scoot your face up close to that mic, son.
I appreciate the opportunity I have with this company and the family I've made with it, really.
Yeah, I think you hit a nail on its head. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're. I mean, we don't need to go into age and race and type of person, whether you're fit, whether you're not fit, whether you're old, whether you're. We can talk about that all day long. But I think one thing to touch on what you're saying is that we're a judgment-free zone, regardless if you're a customer, an employee, or a franchisee. So it doesn't benefit us any way in the movement that we're trying to make to put any restrictions on anybody, right?
Correct.
I mean, whether it's your first time in the store or you've been with us for 4 years, and we have customers that have been with us for 4 years. You know, they've been our day ones. I mean, I can name off probably 50 of them right now, right off the top of my head. But it doesn't matter if it's your first day, it's your last day, it's your first time, or being a day one, an employee for the first day, an employee for the last day. It doesn't matter. Everybody's treated equally, and I think that's something that is really important in what we're doing.
I agree.
It's a vibe for sure, but it's a culture that we've created to where it's funny seeing customers either around town or even on social media, and it's people that are affiliated with LeanFeast. It's almost like a club in a sense, like as far as like a
gang.
Not a gang.
We're like
You
the
calling us a
LeanFeast
cult
gang
right now?
Yeah, are we a cult?
We're gonna drink the Kool-Aid later.
Just a club. Like, oh,
Like
you go to LeanFeast?
like Sons of
that's-
Anarchy?
I mean, that's kind of a gangster version of it, but I don't. We ain't
Who are
into-
you? I mean, what character are you?
You know what? Your nickname now is Jax, dude.
Come on, you got to be Jax Teller. Dude.
I'm Jax.
Come on,
And I'm
well,
Clay.
hell.
I got a big forehead.
Hey, so we've kind of briefly touched on what makes the LeanFeast internal family really cool, but I think one thing that I wanted to highlight, since we're kind of on this topic, is what makes LeanFeast, the brand and the restaurant experience, so cool. Couple of things. I mean, some of the things that really stand out to a lot of our customers is when they come in, they're always greeted. Everybody says, "What's up?" Most of the time we try to learn everybody's names if possible. But one thing you'll always hear in every single LeanFeast when you walk in the door is music. We're very passionate about music. We love all different kinds. You may come in one day and it might be country. The next day it might be house. The day after that it might be rock. So you're always going to hear that, and that's something that was extremely important for our franchisees to understand. Is
I like polka.
Oh yeah, we could do polka.
Hindi.
I think we've done polka.
How about
haven't we?
Bollywood?
I don't think there's a music variety that Eric and I didn't play. I mean, we would play La Chona, or we would play like literally
Like
Lachona,
jazz.
Lachona gets us going.
100%.
That could be our theme song.
Yeah, you burn some
Unofficial.
chicken, throw on La Chona, everything's better.
Yeah, yep.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
So another something else you'll see when you walk in, everything's bright. It's exciting. It's engaging. I think it goes without saying that our food speaks for itself. So I mean, I'm just kind of trying to highlight a couple things in addition to the food. But the other thing that you'll see that a lot of people will may or may not notice when you walk into a LeanFeast, one of our requirements is up on the wall somewhere. Every LeanFeast will have an American flag hanging.
that's it.
Benny, why is that important to us?
Well, I mean, for starters, all branches of not only the military and first responders, we keep a year-round, standing discount for all of them. But, I mean, for us, I think everybody that's a part of the LeanFeast family, we all feel this is the greatest country. And just, being patriotic for us is a really big deal. Being proud of where we come from and proud of what we represent.
And that was a day one thing. I mean, the minute we opened up West San Jose, it was like, okay, right there needs to go an American flag, right? And I think that symbolizes how patriotic we are, whether that flag has LeanFeast colors, or that flag has a blue line through it, or this one has a pink line through it, or it doesn't matter. I mean, the symbol itself is so important to what our day-to-day operations consists of, is that it is a must 115% in every single LeanFeast store. And if you go in a LeanFeast store and you don't see one,
Let us know.
you got to let us know.
Yeah, it's kind of like Where's Waldo? You know, you may have a few LeanFeast stores around you, and you haven't visited one yet. Go in there and look for it. It'll be prominent. It's not something that you're going to have to look too hard to find. Maybe higher up on the wall or lower up on the wall or behind the counter, but it's going to be evident. I mean, you take one turn around in any one of our stores, you're going to find that flag somewhere.
Maybe we should require it to have a small one and kind of be like an Easter egg.
Take a picture, tag us in it.
Take a picture, tag us in it.
Found it.
Like down by the baseboard, so they got to sit on the ground or something.
Under the toilet, in
the toilet
tank.
Or we can do like we like in the cooler or something. You know what I mean?
We don't want any customers
Like how we did with
toilets.
the Bailey pictures. Hit them all over the place.
Yeah,
All
Like
over.
Easter eggs.
that's it.
Take a picture, tag us.
That's not a bad idea.
That's it.
That
On the
might
flag.
be fun.
Well, I'm glad that you brought that up, man. I mean, it symbolizes a lot for us. We're ginormous supporters of the military and first responders. I mean, friends and family. Some of our employees, some of our franchisees are veterans and things like that. I think we're going to touch on that on a whole nother episode, because that's near and dear to our heart and it's very important. But as an intro podcast, we just wanted to say welcome to the LeanFeast podcast, the Feast Fighters podcast, Voices of LeanFeast. And I think we're all really excited to launch this. We're going to have some really, really cool guests for you guys. We have some executives lined up. We have some CEOs lined up. We have some athletes lined up. So as we start to dabble into this podcast world, be on the lookout, because we're coming for you, Rogan.
That's it. Coming for you.
That's it. You guys have anything else to add for our intro podcast?
No, I mean, I think anything that we could add will come in a future podcast. I mean, we could probably sit here and record for 12 hours and still not cover half of what we'd like to talk about.
We have to record all day to catch our podcast.
Oh,
24/7.
Yeah,
24/7 recording.
What I will say is I do want to throw out a disclaimer. If you want to listen to this podcast in front of your children, I recommend listening to it first. I'm not going to say that we're not going to drop some F-bombs and things like that, because really this podcast is not just about LeanFeast. This is about life in general. It's about experiences. It's about working with people, entrepreneurship. It's also about showing you guys or telling you guys what we're doing with this company, where we're going. We're gonna give you a little bit of ourselves in this podcast. So I don't want to say that it's completely safe for children's ears or work. I cuss. That's part of me.
I do not.
You are so full of it right now. I learned my cussing from you.
I'm trying to be better, boss.
I know. It's okay. But I just wanted to throw that disclaimer out there. This will not be as safe for work, maybe with some headphones or in the car or whatnot.
We're very passionate.
That's it.
Can't help it.
You know what? I will associate the word passionate with the F word. Just because it's
Sometimes when you have too much passion, that's just what happens.
yeah,
Just comes out.
It's like
It's
Tourette's
all about
almost.
life, and sometimes you can't hide life.
that's it. You can't hide that experience, right? Just like you
That's
can't.
part of it.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome, guys. Well, thanks for the intro podcast. We'll try to do this weekly. Can't guarantee that, as we are traveling a lot, opening up stores and things like that. But we will be taking this podcast portable on the road, and hopefully, maybe we'll even do a live session where we have call-ins, things like that. People can ask us
Feast
questions.
Fighters podcast coming to a city near you.
That's it.
Your
Every
daily
city we
drive
hit,
into
maybe we
work.
can find somebody.
Just driving to work and listen to LeanFeast.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Get your motivation for the day.
That's right.
I love it. Thanks, guys. We'll see you hopefully next week, and everybody have a good Thursday.
Peace. Peace out.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Feast Fighter podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at LeanFeast, Instagram at @lean_feast, Facebook and Twitter at the LeanFeast. Find more voices of LeanFeast on iOS, Google Play, iTunes, and Spotify.